Hi, my name is Audrey Brown. I'm a postdoctoral fellow at the University of Virginia, and I received the PhRMA Foundation's 2024 award in Translational Medicine. I became a scientist because even from the time I was very little, I always wanted to understand how things worked. And then over time, as I made my way into college and started thinking about career trajectories, I realized that understanding how biological systems work is actually a wonderful way to get at that innate curiosity that I have while still being able to provide a value to society. So my research that's funded by the PhRMA Foundation focuses on the approximately 150 million children worldwide that are considered malnourished. If a child is malnourished, they're actually also more susceptible to infectious diseases. And this really creates a vicious cycle of malnutrition and sickness in these young children. Our research focuses on a gene that we have discovered that predisposes young children both to malnutrition as well as being susceptible to infectious diseases. So our goal is to use both human samples and mouse models to understand how this gene is actually doing this in these young children so that we can develop new drugs and therapeutics to potentially alleviate these problems in the future. One standout moment so far from my research journey has been in early 2024. I visited Japanese collaborators in Tokyo, Japan, and was actually able to run a traditional Japanese-style relay race, both with scientists from UVA, myself, and our Japanese collaborators. And it was an incredible experience that maybe not everyone would be able to have as a regular tourist going across the world. But because we've developed these strong bonds with our collaborators, we were able to participate in. And I think that's something that's very important and overlooked whenever we think about how scientists do their jobs, is that it's not just at the lab bench where science gets done. It's in these collaborations that and how we work with each other that really helps drive progress in the health sciences field. And these problems that I'm talking about, like malnutrition and infectious disease susceptibility, are very much global problems and will require global collaborations in order to help solve them. My advice for early stage researchers would be, don't be afraid to be wrong. I see a lot of really young trainees particularly worrying over the fact that they didn't get the results that they expected to get, or they're wondering, if they do a certain experiment, is it going to go the way that they are thinking? And my advice is you learn something even by being wrong. You learn that that isn't the answer. And you can't be afraid to be wrong in science, because it's for every one thing that you're right about and that's new that you learn 10 different ways that aren't the answer. My career goals are to continue following the questions that are most interesting to me and the places that I think I can have the most impact in the world. And whether that is at a government lab or a university research lab, I want to continue driving forward what we understand about biology and using that to tackle these big issues like infectious disease susceptibility and malnutrition in young children.